Hi, this is Barbara Rourke of Cape May Radio and WCFA. And this morning we are talking with Captain Joseph Landis, and he will be bringing us on February 8th an event called Stop the Hate. And that will be at the Middle Township Performing Arts Center on Bayberry Drive in Cape May Courthouse at 5 in the evening, 5 to 7. Captain, how do you do?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about the Stop the Hate event. What's that all about?
Well, Stop the Hate is going to be a presentation that we're going to give to the community to help community members and of all generations, young, old, middle-aged, the ins and outs. We want people to understand what bias crimes are and bias incidents, how to identify them, and then we're going to roll out a new program during the course of the presentation where we're going to roll out our Safe Place initiative. So first, we're going to basically educate the community about bias crimes and incidents and what they are. And it's important because we're finding the more and more we talk to people in the community, and we find out that there's more bias incidents going on that are going unreported. Now, a bias incident is not something that you can be arrested for. A bias incident is sort of a situation which occurs where someone, you know, with their freedom of speech rights can say, you know, a derogatory term towards someone and in passing, and it's not a crime. It's not right by no means, but it's not a crime. Now, those things really should be reported to the police, not through 911, just through the normal phone number going to the police station, and that account will be documented. Why that's important is because when someone commits a biased incident, meaning that they targeted somebody specifically with a racial slur or something negative about their race, their religion, their sexual preference or orientation, political affiliation, that in itself is not a crime. But if you're committing these bias incidents and doing stuff like that, it is a ladder of forming. And eventually, it's most likely going to turn violent at some point, and you're going to assault someone while you use those terms. Now that becomes a bias crime because you have something.
You've done the act.
You've done the act, but you also used terminology and targeted someone based upon a protected class.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Now, why this is so important is because when someone does something like that, let's just say they call someone a name and they smack them. That's a bias crime and an incident all in one, and they can be charged. But if they did that 5 other times without slapping them, we could now show and justify when it comes time to go to court that they're going to say, oh, I'm sorry. I never say that. It was just came out. I'm sorry. It wasn't like that. I don't dislike that person or that religion. But if we had those incidents documented, we could look back and say, well, 5 other times you harassed this person and now you graduated to striking them. So you did know what you were doing, and you did purposely do it because of whatever their issue is with them.
So it's pretty hard to stop the hate part of it. It's because that's like a campaign of education.
Yes.
In the schools or with clergy or what have you. And go ahead.
So we are doing that, though. We are going into the schools now, and we're trying to teach kids about hatred and about bias and about the fact that just because you don't look alike, sound alike, act alike, or do things the same,
or born in the same place.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does not give you the right to treat anybody different. And words can be just as hurtful as actions. So
And kids are sometimes kids. It's just a matter of they're just unfamiliar. It's something's new to them, and so they react in fear or something, or they lash out. But then they snap. They can snap out of it, or they become best friends with whoever it is after they
absolutely.
have a fight in the schoolyard or something. So it's really kind of an interesting area because it's not definite. Some things are not definite. And how do you handle a case where someone comes after somebody in a hateful way, and they respond in kind, and so you got two crimes there, or you got, I guess you have to.
So I'm not explain the question again.
Well, suppose the person who's on the receiving end of a hate, a verbal abuse, or a crime, suppose they start responding in kind, so that they.
So you mean start calling them names as well?
Yeah, or
Well,
punching back or whatever.
Then it becomes it's a situational thing. I mean, you have the right to protect yourself.
Right.
So if somebody is actually forcefully hitting you and stuff, I mean,
Right.
you're not just going to stand there and let them hit you. You're going to protect yourself and do the best you can to either stop it or get away or whatever.
Yeah.
But if
Right.
you resort to calling them names just the same, then really you're no better than that person. I mean, defend yourself is fine, and we get that, and that can all be justified. But when you start reverting to the same hatred behavior,
Right.
are you any better than them?
And that's education there too. Yeah.
So what we're doing is to combat this and to make people in our community across all the municipalities in total in Cape May County and make it feel like a safer place and more welcoming is we're going to roll out our Safe Place Initiative.
Okay, tell us about that.
So the Safe Place Initiative was initially rolled out and was trademarked by the Seattle Police Department.
Seattle, Washington?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, in a nutshell, the program is that we encourage businesses in the community, public, private, places where people can go, not residential. This is not for people's homes. It's for when you're in the general public and there is an open doorway where you can go in and out of a business, whether it's private or public, a library. So we want the businesses to sign on, and it's no cost. It's a very simple thing, but you sign on to be a safe place. And with that, we provide you with a sticker, and basically the sticker goes in the window of your front door of your business.
Okay.
And it says stop hate crimes. It says safe place, call 911. And when people walk around in the community, if they see that and they're being targeted and someone is actively harassing them, or they know that no matter what they look like, how they talk, what religion they are, political, gender, sexuality, they can walk in there and they will be accepted. And the businesses agree to call 911 and allow them to remain safe in their building until police get there. It's a matter of just allowing people to walk around, and hopefully it's my passion and my end goal is to flood the entire county so that everybody has this sticker in their front door of their business, so that
every Wawa or what have you,
everywhere, Wawa, local businesses, libraries, public places, like they walk into like the Welcome Center. I want people to come to our community, and people who live in this community to be able to walk the streets and feel like they're accepted no matter what they stand for.
Yeah, that's great. And so this event on February 8th, in the evening at 5 p.m. to 7, at the Middle Township Performing Arts Center, 212 Bayberry Drive, Cape May Courthouse. Did I have it right? So, and what's your purpose there to having a town meeting kind of thing?
So we want to try to bring out as many people as we can, business owners, general public, you know, anybody who we think that could take this message and share it with other people, because everybody can't make it there. I mean, there's different, you know, responsibilities, but there's a lot of people that can make it there. And, you know, I will say one thing, that we live in a world where a lot of people in general want to talk about the problems that we have in this country.
Right.
But when it's time to do your part and help out, a lot of people don't get out of their chair.
Right.
So we are asking people to, if you can, come listen to it, understand what bias incidents are, bias crimes are, and leave with the knowledge to know that you can pass the word to a business you may know, or someone who can pass it to someone else, and they can actually build that bigger safe place in Cape May County for people to just feel like that they're welcome and they don't have to look over their shoulder.
Free from harassment of any kind. And so if they can't make it to this meeting, can they still drop by someplace and pick up a sticker for their business?
So we are going to, once we roll this out on February 8th, we will be live on our website at cmcpros.net.
That stands for the CMC Prosecutor's Office.
Yes.
So CMC, Cape May County, Prosecutor. So PROS. Okay. .net.
.net. And then you can go on the tab there. It's a safe place and register your business, and we will get you out your packet with your window decal. Also, on these, when someone puts this in their window, there's a QR code on there. So if you're passing by and you say, I want to be a safe place, you just hit it with your phone. QR code will take you right to the registration page, and we will get that person and their business a decal.
And they call, and if an incident does occur, they will be calling the business will call 911, and police will come out there and see what's going on.
Yep. And the police will make sure that they address that incident and try to, you know, identify who it was and what they were doing, and talk to the victim, and the police will be educated on this program as well. The only heavy lift for the businesses is to peel the sticker off, put it on their window, and educate their employees to know that if someone comes in and says, I saw your sticker, I'm being harassed by so-and-so, that their employees know to call 911 and allow them to remain there until the police arrive. So
has Seattle had good results?
Yes, Seattle has had unbelievable results across the board. And in the entire country now, we are the 342nd police department to go through the training and implement the Safe Place initiative in their county. And
so that the number will probably increase as time goes by, as people hear about this. Absolutely. Yeah. And it does make a difference when there is a place to go for people.
Yes.
Yeah. That's great.
If anybody has any questions, I am the LGBTQ plus law enforcement liaison for our county. So I'm trying to get that out there as well. And again, let me explain to you real quick, just so people understand, because someone asked me why the rainbow flag in the badge with Safe Place. This is a trademark of Seattle. So everybody, we all use the same. We can change our names on them, but the sticker and the decal is trademarked by them. This was initially rolled out for the LGBTQ community. However, in 2018, I believe, or 17, they actually revamped their policy, and now it is inclusive of all the protected classes. So this doesn't just mean LGBTQ plus. It means race, religion, age, gender, sexual orientation, political beliefs. There's a much wider range, and that's what we also want people to understand. just because you see the rainbow flag, which is indicative of the LGBTQ community, this represents everyone.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, Captain Landis. If people want to get in touch with you, what should they do?
If they want to get in touch with me, they can call the prosecutor's office at 609 465 1135, or they can just send an email to cmcpros.net. But we are in the process of formulating a specific email for our safe place. So I would say once we roll that out, they'll be able to see it on the thing and the sticker and everything.
On the website there.
Yes.
Yeah. I thank you for talking to us. We'll help you get the word out and hope to see people on February 8th at the Middle Township PAC. Thank you
very much. I appreciate you having me, and you have a nice day.
Tickets for February 8th are free, but please register to attend at the cmcpros.net homepage. Scroll to the news article about February 8th, and the article has a register for free link.